Part 1. The day the music died, it started with a record scratch that never ended. In the middle of a town square concert, every instrument, from Goofy's tuba to the clock tower's bells, made a painful glitch sound and fell completely silent. Not a single note could be played. Part 2. A sinister silence. The silence that followed was deep and raw. Cars couldn't honk, birds couldn't sing, and even people's whistling came out as dry air. A gray, dull feeling settled over Duckburg. Life felt flat and joyless without music. Part 3. The conductor's clue. The frantic conductor of the stalled orchestra pointed a trembling baton toward the now silent music hall. "It's the golden note," he cried, "the source of all harmony. It's gone from the great score on the ceiling. Without it, nothing can hold a tune." Part 4. The empty staff. They rushed into the music hall. High above, painted on the dome ceiling, was a giant musical staff. But where the central shining golden note should have been, there was just an empty, silent space. Music had literally vanished from the world. Part 5. The rhythmic pulse. Suddenly, they heard it. A deep, monotonous, pounding beat coming from the basement. Asterisk boom. 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 Asterisk, it wasn't music. It was a mechanical, heartless rhythm. They followed the sound. Part 6. The beatbox prison. In a hidden room sat a large, evil-looking metronome, ticking back and forth. With each tick, it emitted a pulse of dark energy. And trapped inside its glass case, flickering weakly, was the golden note, forced to power the monotonous beat. Part 7. The warden of rhythm, a tiny, nervous imp called Staccato, was chained to the machine. "I didn't mean to," he whimpered. "I just wanted a perfect, steady beat for my solo." But the machine took over and captured the note. It won't stop unless it's overwhelmed with joy. Part 8. The key of joy. Mickey understood. A single, steady beat is boring. It's lonely. It needs counter rhythm. It needs harmony. We can't break the machine. We have to outplay it with something more powerful. A dance. Hashtag Part 9. Assembling the crew. They couldn't play instruments, but they could make rhythm. Mickey called everyone. Townspeople, friends, even the animals. "Everyone grab something. Pots, pans, your feet, your hands. We're gonna make a new kind of music." Part 10. The first layer, the heartbeat. Mickey started, stamping his feet in a steady, strong beat. Asterisk stomp, stomp, stomp. Asterisk, it was a simple, powerful bass. It matched the metronome, then began to play against it, more alive and human. Part 11. The second layer, the percussion. Donald grabbed 2 spoons and clacked them on a fence post. Goofy slapped his overalls. Others clapped their hands and knocked coconuts together. A complex layer of percussion built on top of Mickey's stomping. Part 12. The third layer, the melody of motion. Minnie and Daisy didn't just make sound, they danced. Their twirling skirts and tapping feet became a visual melody. Their movement was music you could see, adding grace and beauty to the pounding rhythm. Part 13. The crescendo of chaos. At first, it sounded like chaotic noise, but slowly, the separate rhythms began to find each other. They syncopated, they harmonized. The joyful noise of the crowd started to become a single, powerful, cohesive piece of music. Part 14. The prison shatters. The metronome's glass case began to vibrate. The monotonous boom was being drowned out by a symphony of stomps, claps, and laughs. A web of cracks appeared on the glass. The imp, Staccato, broke free from his chains. Part 15. The note is freed. With a final collective shout of joy from the entire town, the glass prison shattered into a million harmless pieces. The golden note burst out, zipped around the room in a joyful zigzag, and shot up through the ceiling. Part 16. The symphony restored back in the concert hall. The golden note slid back into its place on the giant staff on the ceiling. A wave of golden light washed over the city.